step by step on business. That's on my mama, watch me spin on minute and split, now I can't feel it. We in the trap, we sold the city on my biddy. Take these diamonds off and show you how we lit it.
What up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of Before the Horn podcast. I'm your host, Dino. Hosting with me, I got my boy, Khalil.
Yes, sir. Let's get it. Episode 14. Let's go.
And I got my boy, Dede.
Yo, what's good? EP 14. Let's go.
You already know, man. Y'all know we got some stuff to talk about, man. We got some interesting topics, man. First, we're going to talk about the Aaron Rodgers injury. We're going to talk about what's going to happen moving forward with the Jets, if they're going to bounce back. You know, we got to talk about that one. That's a big one. We got our NFL Week 2 picks. You know, that's our weekly thing that we're going to be doing all season. We're going to be talking about who we got winning, losing each week, each game. So be ready for that. We got our Week 3 college football preview. We got 5 games in particular that we're going to talk about who we think the winner is going to be and what the outcome to that is going to be. And we also going to talk about the NBA player rest news. You know, we just found out about how they're going to move forward with the resting players and everything like that. So we definitely going to have to get into that one and talk about that too. But Dave, you can kick us off with our first topic.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank y'all for tuning in yet again. Episode 14. Let's get it. All right, first topic of the night, we're going to talk about New York Jets quarterback Aaron Rodgers. His first 4 snaps with the New York Football Jets on Monday Night Football against the Buffalo Bills. Aaron Rodgers was tackled and he tore his Achilles and he is now out for the season. After a promising season that was the Jets were going to have, and the offseason that Aaron Rodgers had decided what was going to happen with his future involving Green Bay and the Jets. How do y'all feel about this injury for the New York Jets moving forward for the rest of the year?
This honestly sucks, bro. Like, watching it happen, I was just hoping, you know, he kind of, his first game back, maybe his hamstring a little tight, something like that. But then, like, you could kind of see the aura of the Jets. Like, their vibe was just off. And then you heard Robert Saleh talk of the game, said it was not good and everything. And then the next day we got the news that, you know, he tore his Achilles. And it's just a killer because, like, there was so much. The Jets just came off of Hard Knocks. If you watched it, you know, they had a lot of confidence, especially with Aaron Rodgers at quarterback. You could tell, like, Aaron Rodgers, like, had the whole organization on a high. And just for him to be gone now, it's just like, what? Like, Jets cannot catch a break. If you look at the Jets' history, anytime they look like they have something good for them, their quarterback always goes out for the season. So this is just another thing. Like, maybe the Jets fans are just cursed or whatever it is. And it sucks because we was looking forward to what this Jets team could be. I actually had them making the playoffs. So, I mean, there was hype around it. You know, Garrett Wilson's going to take off. That defense looked good against the Bills. But now they got Zach Wilson at quarterback. And it's really, I'm be honest, it's not looking good, bro. You got the Cowboys this week. You got the Patriots after that, and they look good against Philly. They started off slow, but they look good late. Then you got the Chiefs. Broncos is Then you got the Eagles. You play the Giants. They were bad week 1, and then you got the Chargers. It's not like they got an easy schedule either. So, like, it's kind of hard to be positive knowing that Zach Wilson is your quarterback, and he literally essentially gave you nothing last year. Hopefully, some of the stuff that he learned from Aaron Rodgers during the preseason pays off, and, you know, he takes a step. You know, he's smarter mentally in between the ears. Aaron Rodgers, I'm sure he'll still be around the team, so maybe he coach him up, tell him what to see, tell him how to, you know, what he would do in these situations. Maybe he'd be a little bit better. But if you're a Jets fan, like, there's no way you can feel good about this season. Hopefully Aaron Rodgers come back next season, and you may have some hope coming next season. But right now, it's probably hard to be a Jets fan. It's hard to be a New York fan. Any team in New York.
Yeah, just going off of
I
that,
could definitely
man.
agree with that one.
I honestly can agree. But I just personally, like Khalil said, I feel for the Jets. This season looked promising. The season actually looked like the Jets can make the playoffs, potentially make it run. They were in a tough division, but I feel like the Jets could have competed in that division. I said this. I think the Jets would have made the playoffs with Aaron Rodgers healthy. Bless you. But this injury just set them all the way back. And this division we already talked about is tough. You got the Buffalo Bills, got the Miami Dolphins, who look phenomenal in week one. You got the New England Patriots, Bill Belichick coach team. They look solid week one. It just sucks that in 4 plays, Aaron Rodgers' season's over. And like Khalil said, I don't know about Zach Wilson. Hopefully he can pick up some things and take it with him with the Jets the rest of the year. Some stuff that he learned from Aaron Rodgers. But I don't think Zach Wilson is that good to take this team to the playoffs. I just don't see it. I don't see it at all. They're literally going to have to rely heavy on their defense and Robert Saleh. That Jets offense, they got some playmakers, but I just don't trust number 2 at quarterback to get it done for the Jets. But it sucks that this had to happen to Aaron Rodgers within 4 snaps. Khalil also been saying this every time we talk about Aaron Rodgers. This is probably the worst offensive line he's had in his career in a while. So it's like,
I will say though, that play wasn't offensive line fault. It was supposed to be a 3-step drop back and get the ball out. He hitched and did not get it out, so he got hit. Because if you look at the offensive line, it was a cut block, meaning they want to get their hands down, get the ball out quick. That's exactly what they did. Aaron Rodgers didn't let it go, and that the rest is history.
Yeah, I mean, it just sucks. But the NFL Players Association, they also put a petition out that they want grass in all stadiums going forward after Aaron Rodgers tore his Achilles, which I think that's a little excessive. But a lot of people have been complaining about turf fields as of late. So, again, we'll go and see what happens with the Jets going forward. But, again, sucks for Aaron Rodgers. Hope you heal up. God bless you.
Man, I can honestly say the same thing. It's a huge blow to the Jets. It is a real heartbreaker. But I'm going to be honest. I'm not going to say that they're not going to be a straight team. I still think they're going to be a pretty good team. Like I said, it's a huge blow. I think it takes Super Bowl out the picture 100%. But I'm not going to bank on it not being a playoff team. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't really believe in Zach Wilson too much. But they already 1-1. They already 1-0 with the Bills in the division. So that's the first step on making the playoffs. We know that they got Dallas next week. Dallas is probably not gonna say they're gonna blow them out. They're probably gonna beat them up. Because we know that O-line is not that good. But I mean, moving forward, I really feel like they're gonna have to find some type of strength in Zach Wilson for this to work out. Yeah, I have a lot of pieces still. It's not like the whole team was broken. Only y'all lost your quarterback. It was it's a huge hit to the team again. But y'all still have the pieces that y'all brought in. And I feel like, again, if they find some type of strength in Zach Wilson, they could probably still make something work. Again, Super Bowl, in my eyes, is out the window, 100%. But I still do think that they could be a pretty decent team and make at least a playoff run.
I mean, my only thing is, like, when you look at their schedule, you got Miami twice, you got the Patriots twice, you got the Bills again, you got the Cowboys, you got the Chiefs, you got the Eagles. Like, it's not like they have a more favorable schedule either. Like, it's not like they got the same schedule or anything like that. Like, they have some very solid teams. And even you have to kind of respect the Raiders and the Broncos some capacity. Like, they don't have too many sleeper teams on their roster that you can look up.
That's a fact. No, what you're saying is right. They have a pretty tough schedule. They have one of the hardest schedules in the league, actually. But they was also referenced as one of the best teams in the league, and look what just happened. Within a week, they dropped probably at least 10 places. Who's to say that can't happen to other teams? Not wishing no injuries or nothing on anybody, but I mean, I'm going to be honest, I'm dropping the Eagles a couple places after the way they're looking in the first half of this game. So I'm going to be honest with you. If you ask me, bro, this year is looking like a toss-up. I'm going to be honest with you. It's a lot of stuff that's going to shape, but I don't want to count them out yet. I really don't. It's still early.
All right, my question to you guys is, where do y'all see the Jets finishing in the division?
That's
a hard one. Second.
That's a hard one because I'm gonna be honest. I got Miami already winning that division. They look good. I don't think Buffalo's and Josh Allen is going to be as bad as they showed on Monday night. And the Patriots look good against the Eagles. They didn't start off good, but they look good late. So if they put a couple of things together, they could be a solid football team too. They're going to be fighting for the third spot with the Patriots. That's the only place I can put them.
I still got them at second. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Over the Bills?
Over the Bills.
I mean, they played 4 snaps with their starter and they still beat them. Who's to say they can't do that again?
I just don't think Josh Allen
I don't
can
see it
turn the football over 4 times again.
in the game. Yeah, I mean, I agree with Khalil. I got them fighting for third with the Patriots. All right, to end this topic off, I'm gonna read Aaron Rodgers' Instagram post from the other day. Aaron Rodgers said, "Thank you to every person that has reached out, called, texted, DM'd, connected through a friend, etc. It has meant a ton to me, and I'll try to get back to all of you soon. I'm completely heartbroken and moving through all the emotions, but deeply touched and humbled by the support and love. Please keep me in your thoughts and prayers as I begin the healing process today. The night is darkest before it's dawn, and I shall rise yet again. Proud of my guys. Want to know. Hashtag Jets." Pretty much he's implying after his Achilles injuries, he'll be ready by 2024. So again, prayers up to Aaron Rodgers. Hope you get well, get that Achilles better, man, and we hope to see you back next year. Hopefully in MVP form like you've been dominating. You're a 4-time MVP. Go show us again next year where you heal up. But let us know in the comment section what y'all think about Aaron Rodgers' injuries. Let us know how y'all think the Jets are going to do going forward. Let us know where y'all think the Jets finish at this 2023 season. Do y'all trust Zach Wilson? Do y'all think the Jets defense has to carry? Let us know all that in the comment section. Continue with the NFL. We're going to move into our week 2 picks for the 2023 season. We're going to go game by game and talk about it, make our picks, see who's going to win. As of right now, the Eagles and the Minnesota Vikings are at halftime, so we would not include that game. Our picks for that game is posted on our Instagram. Make sure y'all follow our Instagram at Before the Horn Podcast. All right, moving to the first game of week 2, where the Las Vegas Raiders traveling to Buffalo to face the Buffalo Bills.
Got the Bills Mafia at home, man. I feel like they shake back, make a week 2 win. I feel like my bold pick is that Josh Allen's gonna come out and have a significantly better game than he had week 1. And I mean, they got something to prove after that week 1 loss without AR. I'm gonna be honest with you. Throwing 4 picks, I feel like Josh Allen's definitely gonna have something to prove. So I'm gonna go with the Bills in week 2.
Yeah, I'm going with the Bills as well. They're favored by 8.5 points. I don't know if they cover the point spread, but I do have them winning this one straight out. Especially the Bills go home. Josh Allen, shake off that rust in that bad game. I think he's gonna have something to prove coming out in this. And I'm not a big fan and Josh McDaniels, so I'm going with the Buffalo Bills in this one.
Hey, that's 3 for 3. I got Buffalo as well coming on top, man. I think Josh Allen has a bounce back game. He looked really pitiful, in my opinion, in week 1. Also, I don't like Josh McDaniels as well, so I don't care about the Raiders. Shout out to Raiders Nation out there, but I don't see y'all getting this dub. I feel like Josh Jacobs on the Raiders, though, I feel like he also can get going and get over at least hopefully 50 yards as he did in week 1. But I got Buffalo coming out on top on this one. All right, game number 2. AFC North matchup. We got the Baltimore Ravens traveling to Cincinnati to face the Cincinnati Bengals.
I'm gonna be honest. This was kind of tough for me because I didn't really like the performance I seen from either team in week 1. I mean, the Ravens came out with the win in week 1, but it was a super sloppy win. Seemed like they was a little out of place. A lot of their players seemed like they were just trying to fit in. They're trying to figure out where they fit in on the offense. And I mean, the defense is rolling. They got a pretty good defense, but I'm gonna have to go with Joey B and the Bengals. I feel like they're another team that's gonna shake back. I feel like Joe Burrow is gonna shake back. T. Higgins is gonna shake back. This is a team that has chemistry within each other already, and they know what they could do. They know what they're capable of. So I feel like that's all they got to do is just get it rolling, and week 2 is the time to do that. So I got the Bengals.
With the Baltimore Ravens in this one. I got them winning the division. I think they're the best team in that division when healthy. So I got the Ravens.
I'm kind of torn, just like Dennis said as well. But I'm going to have to go with Cincinnati Bengals. I think they bounce back in week 2. I think they get this dub. Joe Burrow and that offense looked bad last week. I mean, it was raining, but still, that's no excuse. It's football at the end of the day. But I feel like the Bengals, they get the offense together. Baltimore, they looked sloppy as well last week. I feel like this could be either an offense shootout or defensive shootout. We'll see. I got the Bengals actually covering the spread. They're favored at -3. So I think the Bengals win by 3.
Take Ravens +3. I'm telling you.
All right. Game number 3. Kansas City Chiefs 0-1 after losing to Detroit in week 1. They're going to Jacksonville in Duval County to face T-Law and them Jags.
Man, I got the bold prediction, man. I got the Chiefs starting 0-2 this season, bro. I'm going with Jacksonville at home. I love what I'm seeing out of Jacksonville, and I feel like they're just gonna keep getting better week by week. We already know how me and Lil feel the same way about T-Law. I don't know too much about Day, but we know what we feel about T-Law going into the season, man. We know what we seen from Calvin Ridley week 1. He looked great, and again, this team's just gonna keep getting better. It's not going to be a blowout, not going to be a big win. I honestly see this game going into overtime. I'm going to be honest with you. Yeah, we already know that Pat Mahomes is going to fight to the end, but Travis Kelce doesn't look like he's coming back for week 2. So I got them taking another L without him.
Yeah, I'm on the same page as you. I'm rolling with the Jags and T-Law for MVP. I've been telling y'all this. This is going to be an MVP statement game. I just like what I see from the Jags in week 1 as well. I think they have some things they need to clean up on the defensive side of the ball. But offensively speaking, Travis Etienne looked good. Calvin Ridley looked amazing. Evan Ingram still looks good. So, and they didn't even get Christian Kirk involved in the last game. I think if they get him involved in this one, it just makes that offense that much more potent. So I'm riding with the Jags at home in this one.
That's 3 for 3. I ain't gonna lie, I got the Jags in the upset.
Yes, sir.
I do. I got them in the upset. I don't know why y'all think I don't like Trevor Lawrence with the Jags. I literally like Trevor Lawrence. I just don't think he's gonna be as high as y'all think he is.
Florida right now.
No, stop. We'll see if Travis Kelce plays this game. They obviously missed him bad the first game against Detroit, but it doesn't look like he's gonna play. Hopefully he can play, but we'll see. He's still questionable on injury report. Chiefs are favored high in this game, but I don't think they should be favored that high. I got Jacksonville. Jacksonville for sure. All right, moving into the next game. Los Angeles Chargers, they're traveling to Nashville to face the Tennessee Titans. Both teams are 0-1. Who comes out on top?
The Chargers is favored by -3. And I'm going with the Chargers, man, but I'm going with them more than -3. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't like the way I seen the Titans. I feel like Tannehill's washed up. I feel like he need to go. I'm going to be honest with you. DeAndre Hopkins, after week 1, even looked like he wasn't even happy with that week 1 performance. So I feel like the Titans are a couple years away from actually breaking any type of barrier on being a football team, if you ask me. So I'm going with the Chargers in week 2.
I got the Chargers in this one as well. Offensively, I just don't think the Titans are good enough. They have Derrick Henry, which is solid, but I don't believe in Ryan Tannehill either. They did play against a very, very good defense last week in the Saints, so that could be some of it. But, Chargers do have a solid defense when their players are all playing with Bosa, Derwin James, J.C. Jackson, Khalil Mack, and all them. So I think they're giving problems as well. Chargers will have an issue running the ball, but I don't think their identity is really running the football. It's more off the passing game and Justin Herbert. So I'm going with the Chargers in this one.
Yeah, it's 3 for 3. I like LA in this one too. I like Mike Vrabel as a head coach, but I don't like Ryan Tannehill as a quarterback. I feel like the Titans are going to struggle with this offense defensive wise. I mean, they held the Saints to 16 points last week and did nothing. All their points came off of 5 field goals. So we'll see the Titans. Obviously, hopefully they can pick it back up this week. But I just feel like that Chargers offense is just Kellen Moore going to have them boys come out ready to play. They're going to bounce back after that week 1 loss against Miami. The Chargers defense, well, like Khalil mentioned, all those great players on that defensive side of the ball. I feel like they're going to give the Titans fits. So I got the Chargers. All right, moving to the next game. Got Jordan Love and the Green Bay Packers. They're traveling down to ATL to play them Falcons. You all got?
I mean, looking at last week, I said I really liked what I seen from the Falcons. Desmond Ridder didn't really play too good, but I said I liked what I seen from them on the ground. It got them to win. Y'all already know ATL, their stadium's always rocking. But I loved what I seen from Jordan Love. I'm going with the Packers, man. I got the Packers taking this dub in Atlanta. I feel like they're just going to run it back with that same performance. If Jordan Love plays like that every week, they actually got a chance. They have a chance. I'm going to be honest with you. They have a chance. And if Aaron Jones rushes the way he rushes regularly, they have a chance. So I got the Packers taking down the Falcons.
I'm gonna follow up right behind you on what you said about the Packers. I'm going with the Packers as well. Like you said about Jordan Love, I think he keeps it going down in Atlanta. I'm really not too high on what I saw from Desmond Ritter. I think he went 15 for 22 for like 100 and something yards. Definitely like under 125. So he didn't really show much in the passing game. If they're gonna have to do anything, they're gonna have to run a football. And I don't know if Devon J. Campbell and Rashawn Gary and all that is letting that go down that easy. Who have the Packers in this one as well.
I'm not gonna lie. I like what I've seen out the Falcons for week 1. I didn't like Desmond Ritter. I didn't like his performance. He was aided by his run game, but this is his first full year starting. But I don't trust the Falcons this early. I got the Packers. I love what I've seen from Jordan Love in Green Bay week 1. Again, y'all know I like Matt LaFleur. I feel like Jordan Love, if he can continue what he did against Chicago last week against this Falcons team, they're going to beat the crap out of Atlanta. I'm not going to lie. Hey, but the Packers defense, they're not the best, though. So their secondary is solid.
They're legit.
Their secondary is pretty legit. Their front seven is questionable.
You don't like Rashawn Gary, Kenny Clark, and them boys?
And Lucas Van Ness, they good, but I need to see more from them.
Lucas Van Ness had a pretty decent game.
I know. I'm saying. I know. I'm just saying. I feel like sometimes at times the Packers defense is questionable, but against a pretty young, kind of experienced Atlanta team, besides some veterans they added this offseason, I got the Packers coming out on top with this.
Definitely taking Packers money line
for sure.
For the plus money.
All right, moving to the next game. Geno Smith and the underwhelming week 1 performance that Seahawks had. They go into Motown, Ford Field, to take on the 1-0 Detroit Lions, who upset Super Bowl champions in week 1. Who y'all got?
We know what we've seen out of the Lions week 1, man. It looked great. I feel like they got a great team to actually move forward and to compete in their division. We seen the Seahawks. We seen what they got. And we know what type of team they got. But I'm going to be honest, that's all on paper, and Geno wrote back. So I'm going with the Lions in week 2 at home. I feel like they get it done. I feel like it's going to be a real test for Jared Goff, though, with that secondary, especially for Amon-Ra St. Brown. But I'm still taking the Lions, and I hope they give Jahmyr Gibbs some more touches.
Not going to lie. I'm rolling with the Seahawks in this one.
You don't like the Lions. Khalil don't like the Lions.
You don't.
I'll be quiet.
You talking about the Lions offense who put up 14 points last week? That Lions team? You gotta remember that offense wasn't all that. They only put up 14 points as an offense. And
the season just started, bro. Come on.
Huh?
The season just started, bro.
I seen San Fran just put up over 30 points. Bro, I just seen Dallas put up 40. I don't want to hear nothing about that. All right. Anyway.
Which one of those teams he played was actually good?
Huh?
Which one of those teams they played was actually good?
Honestly.
Like, come on, bro. Let's be real. We talk about the Chiefs. Talk about the Super Bowl champs.
Listen, we all admitted that Chiefs should have won that game if it wasn't for a few drop passes. Not because the Lions did anything. The Chiefs hurt themselves in that game. That's the reason why they're 0-1 right now. It could easily be 1-0. Only reason why they're 0-1 is because they hurt themselves. It wasn't because what Detroit did. But
facts.
I'm not like I said, I'm not that high on Detroit. Like I said, the offense put up 14 points last week. I think if Geno does not turn the ball over, you run the ball with Kenneth Walker, and that defense shows up. I like Seattle going to Motown and having an upset.
I like Seattle having an upset here too, but it got convinced me more. I can't. I want to see Geno continue to right back, but I just can't trust it. I love Seattle secondary. I know. I think they're personally going to be the LOB 2.0. That's a little stretch, but I'm just going to call it out right now. Whatever. Let me rock. But I think Jared Goff and his offense, they pick it back up. I think they pick it back up. They find their identity back on offense like they had last year in 2023. I think they get it together. I think they win that home game against Seattle. I think they go start 2-0. All right, moving to the next game. We got an AFC South showdown. We got Anthony Richardson taking his Indianapolis Colts down to H-Town. They going to face C.J. Stroud and rookie quarterback matchup. Both teams are 0-1. Who y'all got in this one?
This is a pretty tough one, too. Houston is favored -1, rightfully so. But I'm going to be honest. Houston's O-line, I can't get with them, man. I can't. I'm gonna go with the Colts in this. I feel like, y'all know I'm a CJ Stroud fan, but I really do like what I seen from Anthony Richardson over CJ Stroud. I'm gonna be honest with you. Some of the passes he threw was just a little too lopsided, and I'm gonna be honest. Those type of passes don't get you. They don't last too much in the league. I seen Anthony Richardson. He was, one of my players that I chose to be a bust this year, but he really didn't look bad. He didn't look bad. I feel like he played pretty calm. He threw one pick, which wasn't that bad of a pick, wasn't that bad of a throw. I'm taking the Colts in this, man. I got the Colts taking it down.
I don't know, man. I've been going back and forth on this one. It's two rookie quarterbacks, two very, very mid teams, two teams that are rebuilding right now. Oh man,
I'm going solely off of quarterback play. Both teams is mid.
I think I'm gonna go with Houston at home. I like Damian Pierce. Their receiving core is not bad. It's okay, but I really love what I see from Will Anderson too on that defensive side of the ball. I think they get it done at home. Like I said, these are both mid teams. Like somebody has to win a game. Shoot, not necessarily. It might tie. I don't know. But if anybody's gonna win a game, I think I'm gonna have to go with the Texans at home.
I ain't gonna lie. If there was one game I would choose for a tie, it's probably that one. I'm not gonna lie.
Nah, I'm not gonna lie. I do agree. This game could end in a tie because these teams are just like that bad in my opinion. But again, two rookie head coaches, two rookie quarterbacks. I like the Colts more in this one just by that much, not by nothing too crazy. Personally, I can see AR. He didn't look that bad in week one, honestly, in my opinion. He looked all right. I still don't think he's that good. He got a lot of tighten up to do. Obviously, he's rookie quarterback, but CJ Stroud looked worse in week one. And he's facing a better defense than the Ravens, but still, they both got a lot of tightening up to do. But I see Colts edging out the Texans by just a bit. All right, moving to the next game. Justin Fields and the Bears, they look to bounce back as they travel down to Tampa Bay, face Baker Mayfield and the Buccaneers, who got an upset win in week one against Minnesota. Who y'all got in this game?
This was another tough one, man. This was another tough pick for week two. I'm gonna be honest though. I'm taking the Bucs at home, man. I'm gonna be honest, man. I really didn't like what I seen too much from the Bears.
You picking your playoff team to go 0-2?
Yeah, bro. I'm sorry, bro. It happens, bro. Look, we got our pick, and then the season come around and we see some stuff, bro. I'm sorry, bro. DJ Moore got strapped up, and it looked bad. It wasn't too, bro. I'm gonna be honest, bro. That Bears. I picked the Bears to beat the Packers, and look what that got me. I'm going with the Bucs, man. I'm going with the Bucs, bro. I ain't doubling that back.
After one game,
I'm going with the Bucs, and I got Baker throwing for 250.
Oh, that's not bad. That's doable.
Man, jump off the ship after one game. Damn.
With the Bears, yeah, I'm out of here. You wild? I'm out of here.
Hey, man, I ain't gonna lie. And Baker, I trust. He gets it done at home. They look pretty good. They look like a respectable team. I mean, they still have quality receivers on the outside. Baker Mayfield is not horrible. He can definitely win football games in the NFL. So I think people forget that sometimes. Like, this is a guy that can win football games in the NFL. Especially with this Bears team, like I said before. I said this before the preseason. I said, yeah, Bears have improved as a team, but they're still not that good. They're still ways away from being what Dennis thought they was going to be. And, he's already out of there after one game. So, but yeah, I'm rocking with the Bucs in this one at home.
I'm not like Dennis and jumping ship. I'm not going to give up on the Bears just yet. But I think Todd Bowles and his defense, they give Justin Fields and his offense some fits. 3 for 3. We all got the same pick. I'm going with Tampa Bay in this one. I'm not like Khalil, though. I'm not going to hype up Baker Mayfield like he's something special. He's
Well, I was about
mediocre,
to say,
below
nah,
average
first
at
of
best.
all, nah, we got to talk about that because why you make faces when you talk about Baker and winning games
Because
like
Baker
Baker ain't
Mayfield is
great?
not that.
Bro,
Stop.
bro,
Baker brought
Stop.
the Browns to their
bro,
first playoffs in years.
That's it. That's all he did. Don't
bro.
start. Please
Baker is
stop. This is not
still, he's
Oklahoma. This is
not
the NFL.
terrible. He's not terrible. Okay.
He's
I think he's
mid.
bad, not terrible. I think he's bad though. I don't know what Lil talking about.
Okay,
Talking
that's
about
bad.
solid. I don't think he's
Khalil
solid.
thinking. I
No,
think he's bad.
I'm saying he can win football games in the NFL. I'm not saying he's a franchise saving quarterback, but he can win football games in the NFL.
There's a lot of bad quarterbacks
Not a
that
lot.
can win football games.
Yeah, Daniel Jones did. He took him to the playoffs last year.
Jameis Winston win football games in the NFL.
And he's bad.
30 for 30. ESPN
bad.
special.
5,000 yards.
30 for 30 ESPN special.
5,000
That's your
yards.
backup. That's your backup quarterback right now, by the way.
5,000
I ain't
yards.
gonna lie. If
God
I'm throwing
forbid.
that many
God
times,
for-
I'm throwing for 5,000 too.
Exactly. God forbid Derek Carr gets hurt. New Orleans is in trouble.
We good. We in good hands.
Please.
We in good hands like State Farm.
Wow. All right, moving to our first game of the afternoon. We got the New York Football Giants traveling to Arizona, looking to redeem themselves. Both teams are 0-1. Who y'all got?
Man, Cardinals money line, man. Stop playing with me, bro. I got the Cardinals at home in Glendale with that little stadium, the toaster. Yeah, I'm being serious too. I'm not even joking. I got the Cardinals at home. I feel like they didn't look that bad versus Washington. And if you ask me, Washington looked like a better team than the Giants. So I got the Cardinals at home, man. I'm not joking.
Bro, this man is so
serious
disrespectful.
right now. I got the
So
Cardinals
disrespectful.
at home.
I'm not gonna do Dennis. I'm not gonna overreact too much. I'm still gonna go with the Giants, but Giants fans don't come thinking y'all good after y'all beat the Cardinals. They're terrible. They're trash. They're gonna be trying to grab Caleb Williams this year. But at the same time, this is a trash football team. I'm not putting no stock, trust, or anything into Joshua Dobbs. Like, no, hell no, not gonna happen. So I think Giants get back in the win column. You know, a morale booster after that massacre that we endured on Sunday Night Football. They get back in the win column with this one.
Josh Dobbs going to throw 3 touchdowns.
Bro, that would be crazy. If Josh Dobbs lights this Giant defense up, y'all season is done. I'm not hearing nothing. Because if Josh Dobbs is doing that,
touchdowns.
I'm cool. I'm cool with the Giants.
Yo, bro, remember I said this. Josh Dobbs going to throw 3 touchdowns. Watch.
But yeah, I got the Giants in this one. I'm not gonna lie. I don't like the Giants. Y'all know that already. Y'all know I don't like Daniel Jones. But I see the Giants getting this dub. They get back in the win column. I see the Giants getting the win. They bounce back after that 40-0 massacre on Sunday Night Football by Dallas Cowboys. So Giants get this dub. All right, moving into an NFC West showdown. Both teams are 1-0. Got San Fran traveling to LA, face the Rams. Who y'all got?
I got San Fran getting it done like they did in week 1. I'm not going to say in high fashion like they did in week 1. I really feel like the Rams are actually going to come out better to play than Pittsburgh did. Nothing really bad I could say I seen from the Rams at all. Everybody balled out. Quarterback balled out. Receivers definitely balled out. Running back definitely balled out. Defense went crazy. I mean, it's nothing bad I can say about them. The Rams, we know how much holes they got on their defense and offense, especially with Cooper Kupp being out for the first couple weeks. I mean, it's not too many people I think that's going to take the Rams in this anyway. So I got the 49ers.
I got the 49ers. Rams is trash. I think they're good now because they won one game. They're still not a good football team. And they're going to be playing a real legit football team in every single position. Quarterback in question. But every other single position is very real and legit. And I don't see no way the Rams win this one. And I'm definitely telling you right now, Puka Nakua, whoever his name is, not going for no over 100 yards again. That ain't happening either. So, yeah, 49ers money line in this one.
Hey, the Niners are favored at minus 7.5, and that's rightfully so, man. I got the Niners in this one too. I just think that defense is this Rams offense. They look solid week 1, but I don't think they do that back to back. Like Khalil said as well, the 49ers are very, very good everywhere. Quarterback, I'm not sold on Brock Purdy.
Quarterback in question.
Yes, sir. Exactly. Don't care what no one else says. Dennis need to get rid of that hype of Brock Purdy in his head. But yeah, I got the Niners winning this one. All right. If Aaron Rodgers was playing, this will be a great game. But us is favored -9. Got the New York Jets traveling to AT&T and Jerry's World to face the Cowboys. Who y'all got in this game?
I'm not excited about this at all, being that I now live around the corner from AT&T Stadium. So I don't even want to take these guys, but I'm gonna have to go with Dallas. Jets lost arguably their best player. I still think the Jets are actually gonna give them a run for their money better than a lot of people would think. Better than what this saying -9.5. I mean 9. But Dallas coming out with the win. They looked great week 1 too. I do feel like it was a little overpromising. I feel like the Giants looked way worse than what the Cowboys looked good, if you ask me. But yeah, I got the Cowboys taking this week too, Doug, making New York look real bad.
Yeah, I'm going with Dallas too. We seen the massacre that they did up there in Jersey, and Jets O line is not much better than the Giants O line. Jets quarterback definitely not as good. So like, I mean, the only thing that they could hang their hat on is the run game and their defense. They do have a good defense, but I think the offense get going, the defense put them in great positions to flourish. And we're looking at another blowout. The Cowboys is favored -9.5. I'm definitely hammering -9.5. It's winning by double digits for sure.
Yeah. I got Dak and Dallas getting this dub. I'm not gonna lie. Again, like I said, if Aaron Rodgers was playing, this would be a much better game. Probably be America's game of the week, but it's not because he's hurt. So again, I don't trust Zach Wilson against this Dallas defense. Dallas defense, they absolutely mauled the Giants offense. And like Khalil said, the Jets O-line is not that much better than the Giants O-line. I think they're kind of the same. So yeah. Probably. But yeah, I had Dallas winning this one. All right, moving into our final game of the 4:00 slate Eastern time. Washington Commanders, who are 1-0, they're going to Denver to face the Broncos.
I'm sorry, this is about to be such a mid game. This gives mad let's ride vibes. Like, I'm being honest with you, bro. I'm gonna have to go with Denver, bro. I just hope Sean Payton has a better plan to come out and actually do something, put some points up against the Commanders. I know Washington's not that good of a team. They got into pretty much a dogfight with the worst team in the league last week. The Broncos at least have a pretty good defense. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. I got the Broncos in week 2.
I'm going with the Commanders.
See, I knew he was gonna do that. He don't like Russell Wilson.
I swear, yo, he
hates Russell Wilson. I cannot stand Russell Wilson.
He's so much of a hater to play. He's
a
hater of teams to players he don't like.
Exactly. Y'all talking about me. Y'all talking about me.
I'm not a hater, bro. I'm not. I just tell the truth. I'm gonna take the team that's 1-0. All right. I think they become 2-0 behind that good defense that they got. I like what I seen out of the rookie Emmanuel Forbes. He was locking stuff up last week. So I'm riding with them. Sam Howell, Brian Robinson, Antonio Gibson, Scary Terry, Curtis Samuels. Give me them for the money line. Yes. Plus money.
Not gonna lie. I like the Commanders in this one too. Hopefully Terry McLaurin bounces back. I mean, this secondary against for Denver is straight. We gonna see though. Hopefully Sean Payton, he better prepares for this game and he can get the Broncos. Hopefully he can help them call for a dub, but I don't see it happening. I like the Commanders in this one as well.
You were just coming at me like I hate Russell Wilson when I pick him, but you could pick him and I have come on, man.
Be quiet. All right, moving into our Sunday night football game. AFC East showdown. Miami Dolphins going to Foxborough, face Belichick and the Patriots.
It don't seem hard, but it was. I'm gonna be honest. It don't seem tough, but it was. I'm gonna go with the Dolphins. The Dolphins obviously have a better team. Everybody knows that. I'm not going with the Dolphins by a long shot. I'm gonna be honest with you. I really do feel like Bill gonna have that defense out there ready to play against that high-power offense. I'm gonna be honest with you. So I'm gonna go with the Dolphins, but I will add this: do not be surprised if the Patriots pull it out.
I'm riding with the Dolphins. I'm been high on the Dolphins. I'm still high on the Dolphins. This is a divisional game. These are the games you got to win. If you wanted to win the division, I'm going with the Dolphins in this one. I love what I seen from Tua and that connection that he has with Tyreek Hill. Jalen Waddle was on get going. They have speed all over the field. And I know Bill Belichick is a great coordinator. He's a great defensive coach, the whole 9 yards. But it's just something you can't teach, and that's speed, and they got it. I'm going with the track team on offense. Let's go.
I was kind of torn between this game. Not gonna lie. Because the Patriots, they looked really solid against Philly last Sunday. They, like Khalil said, they started off slow, but they ended off great. And they should have beat the Eagles last week. And I'm an Eagles fan, as y'all can see. But I like Miami in this one too. Like I said, if Tua can stay healthy, this team is deadly. The Patriots defense is nice. I just like Miami's offense a bit better. Check, gonna have the boys ready to come out and play. Regardless, he's a defensive mastermind, so maybe he can slow down this offense. But I just still got Miami. But I don't got this in like a blowout. I got the Miami within the spread right now, -3. I can see that happening. All right, moving into Monday Night Football. Derek Carr and the Saints, they go to take on Frank Reich, Bryce Young, the Carolina Panthers in Charlotte on Monday Night Football, ESPN, Primetime TV. Who y'all got?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm going with the home team here, man. I'm going with the Panthers for the win. You feel me? I think Bryce Young gets it done at home. I got the rookie. You feel me? Taking his team to 1-1, putting a L in that loss column for the Saints. You feel me? I like it, man. I like my pick for this upset. I do. I like my pick for this upset. I'm going with the home team.
Give one good reason why.
Because you picked the Vikings to win today? Duh. Go ahead and pick your pick.
You don't even have a good reason why they can win.
No, that's a great reason. That's a great reason. I think it's just as disrespectful that you picked the Vikings to beat us that I'm picking the Panthers to beat y'all.
It's not.
It is. Go ahead.
Anyway, let me be objective here, okay? The Saints are going to win. And that's me being objective. That's not being me being a fan. I'm separating the fandom from the team. They have, first of all, what did we really see in Bryce Young for you to think that he's going to do something with that defense? Marshawn, they don't even have a good receiver. Marshawn is clamping whoever they got to throw the ball. That defensive line is coming, and that offensive line is not that good. Okay? Don't get me wrong. Saints offensive line did not look too good. They might have some issues with Derek Brown and Brian Burns, but that defense is going to keep them in the game. And Derek Carr is a veteran quarterback, and he knows how to get it done.
Does he?
Yes, he has the most comeback wins.
Enlighten me.
He has the most comeback wins since 2016. Check the stats. Anyway, he's going to get it done. He's going to get it done. Yes.
I hear you.
Yeah,
Panthers money line. Panthers money line.
I'm not gonna lie. I like the Saints in this one. Not gonna lie. I just don't trust Bryce Young as rookie quarterback. That offensive line, I'm scared for Bryce Young. Atlanta was getting home last week a lot on Bryce Young. They was getting to him a lot. I just don't see it happening. Marshawn Lattimore, he's trapping every receiver, like Khalil just said. The Saints are winning. I mean, I don't like Derek Carr. I think he's garbage, but he's gonna get it done against his defense. Brian Burns and Derek Brown are gonna give the Saints fits, but Saints gonna win. I'm gonna say Saints by 10 or more. NFC South showdown. We'll see what happens. But I got the Saints.
Thank you for being objective.
Moving to our next Monday night primetime game, we got an AFC North matchup. Cleveland Browns. They're heading to Pittsburgh to face the Pittsburgh Steelers. Who y'all got?
I'm gonna say it quick and easy, man. I got the Browns. I loved what I seen from them out of week 1. Nick Chubb got out there rushing early. That defensive line got out there, went crazy early. We know exactly what's going on with that defense. Pittsburgh couldn't get nothing going against 49ers. I don't really see them doing much against the Browns. I got the Browns.
I'm not gonna lie, I was going back and forth with this one. This one was a tough one. I'm not gonna lie, but I think I'm gonna go Pittsburgh at home. I know I'm gonna go Pittsburgh at home. I just don't. I think Mike Tomlin and that team got embarrassed last week. That was embarrassing to watch. Uh, them playing against 49ers, and I think them being at home and a Mike T coach led team. Like I just think they're going to be better than what they were, and they get it done at home on Monday Night Football.
You said they was gonna get it done last week.
I did.
Yeah.
I did.
No, you did.
I
Khalil,
did.
you did. And I was with you last week. Khalil, and I said Steelers can upset the 49ers, but we saw the Steelers get completely embarrassed. And I said this, looking at this game, I was like, I'm not going to bet on Pittsburgh again. They embarrassed me. I'm not picking them again. I'm picking Pittsburgh to beat Cleveland on Monday Night Football. I think Mike Tomlin and the team bounce back. Kenny Pickett has a better game. His defense figures it out. TJ Watt goes crazy yet again. The Browns offense, though, don't sleep on them. They look solid week one against the Bengals. Their defense looks solid week one against Cincinnati as well. The run game's going to definitely get going. Pittsburgh has to stop the run in order to succeed. They also have to stop these receivers. Does the Pittsburgh secondary have an answer for Cleveland's receivers? We'll see. But regardless, though, I got Mike Tomlin and Steelers bouncing back for a week 2 win. But ladies and gentlemen, those are our week 2 picks for the NFL. Let us know y'all picks in the comment section. We will be posting these picks on Instagram. Look out for that. But let us know what y'all think is going to happen in week 2. Let us know who y'all think is going to be player of the week, special team player of the week, the offensive player of the week, and defensive player of the week for both conferences. Let us know any upset wins y'all see in week 2. Let us know who y'all betting on for favorites and money lines, all that good stuff. Get with Khalil and Dino about any gambling stuff. Just them two, not me. All right, ladies and gentlemen, moving into our third topic of the night. Week 3 of college football is already here. We're going to talk about the top 5 games of week 3. We're going to kick it off with the first game of the week. Penn State, Illinois. Who y'all got?
For me, I feel like it was easy. I got Penn State. I love what I've been seeing out of Penn State these last couple games. Drew Aller, he's starting to come along as a starting quarterback in college football. I really feel like he's going to mature and be one of the best quarterbacks in the nation in the near future. We know what their running game holds. It's really unstoppable. They got arguably they have a top 3 running back duo in the nation. They have some pretty solid receivers. I don't really see them getting too much done with their receiving game, though. I'm going to be honest with you. This offense is mainly stowed upon that running back duo. And I just feel like Illinois really doesn't have any firepower on offense or defense to mess with them. I got a blowout win by Penn State.
Yeah, I'm with Dennis. I like number 7 ranked Penn State in this one as well. They're favored heavy right now. I love what I see out of Drew Aller so far this season. I love Katron Allen, Goldton. The backfield, love to see it. Penn State, I mean, they're ranked number 7 right now. I think they still got some stuff to fix. I mean, they've been dominating the teams that they played so far, but to me, it hasn't been too impressive. But regardless, though, I don't think Illinois has an answer for what Penn State is bringing to the table right now. So I got Penn State getting his dub.
Yeah, I'm on the same page. I got Penn State. Penn State is ranked number 7 in the nation for a reason. They do have that 2-headed monster with Katron Allen and Nick Singleton. That's going to give them problems. And this is a Illinois team who just lost to Kansas. We've seen what Jaden Daniels did to him on his first game back. Drew Aller's been looking good. He's been looking like a very solid quarterback. So yeah, I'm going with Penn State by blowout in this one. I'm not gonna lie.
All right, moving to the next game. We got number 14th ranked LSU traveling to Mississippi. They're going to face Mississippi State in the SEC matchup. What do y'all got for this one?
I'm going to go with LSU. We know what we've seen from week 1. We've seen that loss that they got looked like they gave up against Florida State. I really don't got to talk too much about that Grambling State game last week. They pretty much just destroyed that team. But I still like LSU. I still like LSU in the race for the SEC. I do feel like this is still a pretty good rounded team. And I just feel like Mississippi State really don't got too much to hold on them. I'm gonna be honest with you. Don't think it's gonna be a blowout, but I do feel like LSU is gonna put that work on them.
I got LSU in this one as well. I think this is going to be a tight game, though. LSU is favored in this game, but I feel like Mississippi State, they're 2-0, and they're one of those sneaky teams in the SEC. Not going to lie. Still see LSU stringing this one out, though. I think they get the dub in this one. Like Jaden Daniels, like y'all said, he's one of my favorite quarterbacks in the NCAA. I think they get it done. They go on to Starksville and get that dub.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with y'all too with LSU. We don't have I don't really want to take the Grambling game into account because it's Grambling. They should have went out there and did what they did against Grambling. So all we really got to go off is what they showed against Florida State. But I think they get it done. It's going to be a close game, in my opinion. Mississippi State is a respectable team within the SEC. I don't think they're one of the top teams, but I think LSU can still be one of the top teams. They have to figure some things out. It's early in the season. Hopefully, they get them figured out sooner than later. But I think they get this one done in a close one.
All right, moving to the next matchup. We got Big Ten versus ACC. Got the Minnesota Golden Gophers traveling to Chapel Hill, North Carolina to face number 20th ranked UNC. Who y'all got for this one?
Honestly, I feel like this is going to be a close game. I'm thinking that North Carolina is going to come out with the win. I like North Carolina. I'm going to be honest. I'm not too high on Drake May. I really just don't see him as that quarterback that everybody else sees him as that number 2 ranked quarterback in the draft and everything else. I got a lot of other players better than him. I really do feel like the key player on that offense, though, is their running back, Ariel Hampton. He's a dog, bro. He's a dog. He does share the rock, but at the end of the day, he puts on for that team. He has triple of the carries. He pretty much has he has more than triple the carries than 2 other players. I feel like if he gets it going early, he's just going to run through Minnesota. But I do see Minnesota coming back and actually giving North Carolina a run for their money. So I got North Carolina in that window.
Yeah, I like UNC in this one as well. I'm not going to lie. I was pretty high on Drake May. I still think he's going to be a second quarterback overall taken in this upcoming year's draft, depending on how his season goes. But Omarion Hampton and Pace Howard, wide receiver, and they help Drake May get it done in this game. I got UNC defeating Minnesota and Chapel Hill.
Yeah, I'm going to go same thing. UNC wins. And like I said before as well, I'm not too high on Drake May either. But I like Omarion Hampton and what he did in his first 2 games. Got 271 rushing yards and 5 tutties in 2 games so far. And Pace Howard, he's been good too as a receiver. It sucks that he's Walker during the season, but I still like him to win over Minnesota. I don't think Minnesota is all that good of a team as well. They're in the Big Ten West. Just something about them Big Ten West teams I just don't like. They just don't play good, entertaining football. They play football like they still playing in the 1920s. So I'm going with
that's a fact.
Next game, we got number 11th ranked Tennessee traveling to Gainesville to face the Florida Gators. An SEC matchup. Who do you all have?
I'm going with Tennessee. I'll be honest, Florida's a pretty mediocre team, if you ask me. Tennessee, I'm gonna be honest, bro. They got a pretty good team here, man. I'm really liking it. Everybody talks about Joe Milton a lot. Joe Milton, I like him. A lot of people don't like him as far as going to the NFL. I really do think he has a chance, if you ask me. But a player that I feel like that doesn't get a lot of talk is the number 1 running back, and that's Jalen Wright. Bro, he's a dog, bro. I mean, his first 2 games of this season, and he's sharing a rock with another running back, Jabari Small. And Jabari Small is nice too. They're both nice. But it's something about Wright, man. He averages 9.3 rushing yards per carry. I think that's big, especially when you already rushed for 233 in the first 2 games. It's just showing that anytime they give you the ball, you're gonna make something happen. 25 carries in the first 2 games, you have 233. That's huge. I'm gonna be honest. That's huge, especially for the run game, especially for what Joe Milton wants to do with all we all know he likes to throw the deep ball. That's what he likes to do. And to set up the deep pass, what you got to do is run the football. I feel like Tennessee is on a great start, and I feel like they're just gonna keep getting better and better. I got them dominating in Florida.
I wouldn't say dominate. I feel like SEC game, this can be close because it's an SEC matchup. I love SEC football, but Florida is a very underwhelming team. I don't like them as matchup. I got number 11 ranked Tennessee going in the swamp. Joe Milton III and Jalen Wright, they're going to get that dub. I like Jalen Wright in the backfield as well. I like how you mentioned he's sharing carries with another running back who's also a great running back in my opinion. Tennessee is an underrated team. I personally don't think Joe Milton III is that great of a quarterback. I don't think he's really that good. I think he's solid. He can get the job done though. But against a team like Florida that's underwhelming, Tennessee gonna get this win.
Yeah, I just really don't love Florida. I don't know what it is about him, but I don't love it. I think it might be the quarterback Graham Mertz. I'm not sold on him at all.
He's trash.
I'm riding with Tennessee as well. I'm riding with Joe Milton and what he's got going on. He has 429 yards and 4 tutties, which is okay. Not, breathtaking numbers for all the hype some people was giving him. But anyway, But anyway, I think they get it done against Florida. I just don't really believe in Florida as a football team at this point.
Moving into our last game, we're going to talk about number 8 ranked Washington. They're traveling to Lansing to face the Michigan State Spartans in a Pac-12 versus Big Ten matchup. Who do y'all got in this one?
I'm gonna be honest with you. It was a lot harder in this game for me because I'm not gonna say I like Michigan State, but I do feel like Washington has a couple holes. I'm gonna go with Washington though. I like that offense a lot. Michael Penix, I'm not sold on him either. I feel like I'm on the same track with him and Drake May. I do feel like he's better than Drake May though. But his stats is outstanding for the first 2 games though. To have already 859 in the first 2 games, it does show a lot because their leading rusher doesn't have 100 yards yet. He only has 78. So it does show that they air the football out more than a lot of other teams. But we do know when that offense gets going, they are flashy and they do a lot. They have arguably the probably third top. I wouldn't even give them a specific rank. I would definitely just say they have a top 5 offense and the top 5 receiving core in the nation, if you ask me. So I'm going with Washington. And I really do feel like it's going to be a dogfight.
I'm not gonna lie, I see what you're saying. I actually agree with that. I don't like slipping on no team in college football at all. Some teams I just don't think are good, but I feel like this game will be a scrappy game. But I see Washington coming out on top. We talk about Michael Penix Jr. He has almost 900 yards and 8 touchdowns in the first 2 games. That's phenomenal. And Odunze, I love him as a receiver. He's really good. And they have another great receiver as well. So we're not going to forget about them. But I want to see more out of Washington's run game. But again, they're not really a team that's concerned about the run too much in their offense. But I see Washington coming out on top. They're ranked number 8 for a reason, in my opinion. I'm pretty high on Michael Penix Jr. Somebody else isn't. It's a gentleman that's about to go next. So what's your pick, sir?
I am picking Washington. Okay.
Oh, what a surprise.
I am picking Washington. What do you mean surprise? So what are we supposed to do? Pick Washington. They're a better team. All right. And I want this to happen. I want Washington to win. I actually want them to look good. I want everybody to build up the hype on Washington. So come October 14th, we can all bring that right back down. All right,
I knew you was gonna say that. I'm looking at their schedule right now.
Let's keep building them up. Because October 14th,
right. It's gonna be cool because Oregon gonna lose to Colorado before that.
Colorado is not going into Oregon and beating. We'll talk about that one. We'll talk about
that's another episode.
Next week. That's next week.
Next week's episode.
But I'm going Washington in this one. Like I said, let's build up the Washington hype. Let's build up the Michael Penix hype. Let's do it all. Because they only played Tulsa and Boise State. But anyway, let's build them up so we can break them down come October 14th.
Man, such a hater. Such a hater. I don't know why you don't like Michael Penix Jr. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, those are our week 3 picks for college football for the 2023 season. Let us know what y'all think about games we missed. That y'all think are going to be games of the week. Honestly, this week of college football, it really isn't nothing too crazy. But those are listed as the best games of the week, so we went by those. But let us know in the comment section about the games we picked who y'all think will win those games. Let us know any sleeper teams y'all think is going to come out with a win this upcoming week in college football. Let us know all that in the comment section. All right, moving into the last topic of the night, we are going to speak about the National Basketball Association, the NBA. The NBA Board of Governors, they have adopted new rules in regards to players resting. So I'm going to read you guys the new rules on NBA players resting, how they're going to work. So no more than one star player is unavailable for the same game. Second rule is teams must ensure that star players are available for national TV and in-season tournament games. Rule number 3 is teams must maintain a balance between the number of one-game absences for a star player in a home game and road games, with a preference for those absences to happen in home games. Rule number 4, teams must refrain from any long-term shutdown or near shutdown when a star player stops participating in games or plays in a materially reduced role circumstances affecting the integrity of the game. Rule number 5, teams must ensure that healthy players resting for a game are present and visible to fans. So for the league honor requirements, first requirement is the player played in at least 65 regular season games. Second requirement is the player played in at least 62 regular season games, suffered a season-ending injury, and played in at least 85% of the regular season games played by his team prior to the player suffering the injury. The fine system, how it's going to work is $1,000 for $100,000 for the first violation. Then for the second one, you got $250,000 for the second violation. Third one, you got $1.25 million for the third violation, and then a team will be fined $1 million more than its previous penalty for any violations beyond the third. So that's pretty much what the NBA Board of Governors has adopted. How do you guys feel about this new rule about the NBA concerned about how the players are taking advantage of resting? I'm gonna kick this one off. Personally, I like it, but then I don't. Because I'm not gonna lie, these fans pay hard-earned money to come see these players play. These players like, you know what? I'm playing the Charlotte Hornets, or I'm playing the Houston Rockets, or I'm playing some scrub-ass team. I'm gonna take tonight off. Like, you got your Kawhis, your PGs, your LeBrons. They're notorious for doing stuff like that. And I'm a LeBron lover. I love LeBron.
We know.
But he does do that. Watch your mouth. He does do that. But I love it because it helps the fans get their money's worth. Like, if I'm traveling from China or Africa or a different country, and I'm traveling and paying $1,000 for a flight and $1,000 for a game ticket to see LeBron, I want to see LeBron. I don't care if he's not playing. I want to see LeBron. So it's kind of, I love the NBA that they're looking out for the fans, and I feel like it's gotten to the point where players are taking advantage of this so much that the NBA had to bring the hammer down. That's how ridiculous the players resting are getting. But at the same time, I hate it though, because players should have right. They're getting paid hundreds of thousands to millions of dollars to play games and to impress the world, to dribble basketball and score and be great at the sport that they play. But it sucks that the players can't control what they want to do with their bodies and their health. I feel like the NBA is trying to own them in a way, which they do. But it's like, it kind of sucks in a way. But I'm more on the NBA Board of Governors side adopting this. I personally like it because I feel like it brings more excitement to the game. Like, you can't have these lingering rest periods for these players. But I feel like there's a loophole to this as well. I feel like players are going to like kind of fake injuries to get out of this. That's my opinion. So we'll see. But that's just my opinion on this.
Bro, my thing is like, I'm paying you $50-60 million a year. I need you to be out there. What am I paying you for? Like, what am I getting? Like, and that's just, from an owner standpoint, like, I'm paying you $50-60 million a year. I feel like you should play. There's no reason why you shouldn't play. Like, it's kind of weird to me that players are playing less now than they did back in the day with all this new technology that we have, like all this new sports medicine stuff, all these new breakthroughs that we came through for the body. And for some reason, guys NBA has to put in all these rules just for players to play. You can't rest two superstars on the same night. You got to play at least 65 games to, be eligible to win a season award and all this other stuff. Like, why do we even have to do that? Like, why can't you play the sport that you so-called love and you getting money to play? Like, you're getting paid to play and you can't play. And like you mentioned, like, bro, some of these games, people are saving up money just to come see you. They're traveling across the country, across the world, just to see you on this one night, and players are just sitting out. And like it just doesn't make sense to me. I heard something good too. Like I was listening to Undisputed, and Keyshawn Johnson said, if players choose to rest or anything like that, make them sign autographs for a little bit or something. Do something to get back for the fans. All right, cool. I didn't get to see you play, but I got to meet you. I got to get an autograph or something. Like, make it so like this is part of the issue with like, the NBA and the fan engagement. That's where some of the rift come out. Some of these players don't play all the time. Not to mention, some of these players are always whining, one out, all this other stuff. This is just another reason why there's a rift between NBA fans and the NBA, and why the product is not as good. Because like, let's be real, bro. Nobody's turning on a TNT game to watch Milwaukee play, and Giannis is not playing. Like, nobody want to watch that. So like, I like it from a standpoint the NBA is trying to do something. I don't know if it works, but like I said, the NBA had to do something because it's been ridiculous lately.
I'm real mixy about this. I'm gonna be honest. The fact that I'm still a player and I'm still striving to play at that type of level, it kind of makes me feel a little different about it. Cause I mean, we're in this for entertainment at the end of the day. At the end of the day, that's what it's for. I mean, when you go back and really think deeply, have a deep thought about what this is for. What are we actually going out there and shooting the basketball in the hoop for? What am I going out there scoring touchdowns for? Like, what is the purpose? And the sole purpose is entertainment. You know what I mean? So the fact that they put rules on it, I really do like it. I think that it was a good move. But on the flip side, I don't. I really don't. Again, something had to be done, like you said, Lil. I think you made a great point about Keyshawn Johnson saying that superstars should at least have to sign autographs or do something for the fans, because essentially this is what it's for. It's for the fans, and I really do agree with that. I really do think that should be something that goes on, or maybe one I could just think of off the top of my head is maybe they still suit up and take pictures with fans or something. Something on that standpoint, I understand, but finding guys for wanting to rest their bodies, I can't agree with that.
They're finding the teams, they're not finding them. So like,
I know.
I think it's more the team.
When I say guys, I just say somebody getting fined, period, for resting a body. I just can't agree with that. I can't. Yeah. Like, I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, like you brought up the point. Yeah, if we're going out, they're gonna go out and play the freaking. They're gonna go out and play the Pistons, and you're gonna hang 40 on them. Why would I play? I mean, I get that, but this is 82 games we talking about. You know what I'm talking about? We talking about certain players that can't even play more than 60 of those, regardless of these rules or not, whether they wanted to or not. Health just doesn't hold up for them. I mean, y'all both touched on a lot of good points. Like you said, there's probably going to be some type of loopholes, faking injuries. Again, maybe players still suit up, but play a significant amount of less minutes. I could see stuff like that going on, which I feel like would be the best choice. But to pretty much put in perspective, I do feel like the rules was rightfully placed, but I'm not gonna agree with them. So I'm gonna rightfully agree to disagree with that. I'm gonna be honest with you.
My thing is this, and like we also gotta you have to pick and choose when to rest players. Like, for example, I live in Orlando. Magic are not really a good football team. So if I go to a Magic team, it's probably for the other team. But I'll be mad if I buy some Magic tickets and LeBron is sitting out if I want to go see LeBron, because that's the only time that LeBron's going to come here this year. The next time the Lakers are coming to Orlando is the next season. So for some people, this is the only chance they get, especially on away games. I get it, on home games, fine. If you want to sit LeBron at home against the Magic, it's cool. They at home. But like, especially on road games where, some of these markets are going for the other team. And for example,
and then that happened to Phoenix with us.
Yeah, like if Phoenix was to come here, like I'm going for Phoenix. I'm not going to see the Magic. I just want to see KD and D Book and all them play. But that's the only reason why I'm going, is to see them play. I'm not going there to go see Josh Okogie hoop. Like, I don't care about them. Like, just be real. Like, bro, like, that's not who I came to see. So I'll be mad if I go to that game. And I get it if you're injured, but if you're healthy, this is the only chance we get to see you unless we're going to travel around the country to go see you. And not everybody, not people don't have money to do that. There's people that literally save up money to take their kids to one game to go see LeBron, and then LeBron's out or something. And it's like, dang, I'm sorry, son. Like, can't do nothing about that.
Yeah.
I like the different perspectives in it because, like, my perspective is as a player and y'all perspective is as a fan. So I definitely understand that. You know what I'm saying? I really understand that because we was in the same situation when we was gonna go to the Phoenix Bucks. Was it the Bucks game or was it the Lakers game?
I think
it was one of them. But once we found out that KD and them wasn't gonna play, we was just like, I mean, what we gonna do that for? You know what I mean? So I definitely understand. That's why I said I could agree on it, but I'm gonna disagree on it just off the simple fact of I feel like rest is everything. You feel me? Like that's my thing.
My thing also as well is like, bro, it's not like this 82 game season just started like 10 years ago. Like, no, this is the same.
It's been like this for a while.
82 game season that the 80s and 90s is playing and all that. And
exactly.
I want to like compare all that other stuff, but there's a whole lot more advantages that players have now. PJs, they have less back-to-backs. Like, they try to do whatever they can.
The medical treatment that they get.
Medical treatment, the staff, the whole 9 yards. So like, if they can do it back then, like this, I feel like this is just something they could do now. Like, it's something, I get it, time change and things change, but it's not like, you know, back NFL, back 90s, 80s, it was only 14 games, now 17 games. And they still playing on, don't get me wrong. The NBA season is still the same league.
Yeah, well, let us know what y'all think about that in the comment section. What y'all think about the NBA Board of Governors making this new change to the league. How do y'all feel about players resting? Do y'all think it's obnoxious? Do y'all think it's gotten out of hand? Or do y'all think it's rightfully so? Let us know if y'all agree with what Dennis is saying about players resting, or let us know what y'all think about me and Khalil saying about it's all for the fans. But, ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of our podcast, episode 14. Thank y'all for listening or watching whatever platform you are supporting us on. We appreciate it. Make sure y'all like, comment, share, subscribe. Keep running this up, man. We are putting out content. More will be coming. We love interacting with y'all, interacting in the DMs. We will be having more special guests on soon. Just be patient. You want to be a special guest on our podcast, DM us.
As y'all know, for as little as $2 a month, you can do your part in supporting us and joining our Patreon. This is a self-funded podcast, which means, you know, we still work our regular 9 to 5s. We still work regular jobs. We come and bring this content to y'all in our free time, really just because we love it. And we hoping that you guys love it too. On top of that, if you want to get personal, you want to talk to us more, Patreon is the best way to go. It's the best way to get a personal relationship with us, best way to argue with us personally, because we love to do that. And on top of that, we will be dropping some merch soon. And if you want some discounts on merch or free merch, Patreon is the best way to do that. And that's the best way to support us in general. So any point that you guys could do, help us on Patreon, please. But we do appreciate every and all bit of support that you guys bring to us.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And follow us on Instagram at Before the Horn Podcast. We're almost at 100 followers. We're 2 away from 100 followers. So like I said, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to check us out. Show love, support. Like I said, more content will be coming out. We have some content came out within these past couple days. We have more coming in for you guys soon. Let us know what you like. Let us know what you dislike. We love the interactions. And in the meantime, don't forget to follow us on all our other socials, including TikTok and Twitter at Before the Horn Podcast.
We'll shout out our 100 follower too. Meant to say that. We're going to shout out our 100 followers. So be that 100 follower to get a little extra love from us. You know what I'm saying?
Also, follow our personal Instagrams. They will be in the description box, and they also are on the screen. Again, like, comment, share, subscribe. Thank y'all for tuning in to Before the Horn Podcast. We out.